Welcome to the PSI presentation at Seat 11A. My name is Karsten Pierschke. I'm Head of Investor Relations and Corporate Communications at PSI Software SE. I want to give you a short overview over PSI and the business model, starting with some basic data. PSI is a software company, quite old for a software business, already founded back in 1969. So we are 55, almost 56 years in the market. And we are focused on some vertical markets where we do process control and optimization systems, mainly in energy infrastructures. Our main product there are control systems for energy grids, for electricity, gas, oil, district heating, and water. The second vertical is metals production, where we are in a globally leading market position in a very tight, very special niche with a lot of vertical knowledge. Then we have an activity for discrete manufacturing, mainly in automotive and mechanical engineering, where we develop and deliver ERP and MES software for controlling and optimizing the production processes in these verticals as well. And then the fourth vertical, logistics, with a complete logistics suite consisting of warehouse management, transport management, and an optimization software for large logistics networks. And our fifth vertical, mobility, is one which will soon be sold. We are in the process of closing this transaction, which was announced by the end of last year, the smallest activity. So in the future, PSI will be present with 4 strong vertical positions. Coming to our international locations, PSI is active in 17 countries worldwide. We only have around 1,700 customers, and this illustrates that we are really B2B niche player. So we concentrate on these market niches and have only large B2B customers. Our revenues back in 2023 were 270 million euros. And since this was a quite difficult year for us, we had some operational issues with large projects in energy grids. We only had an EBIT margin of 2%. I come to some financials later. We employ more than 2,300 people in the group, 35 nationalities, and the tenure of our people is quite long, with almost 10 years. The same applies for the age, which is close to 43 years. This illustrates that our business is really about the vertical knowledge, the core processes of our customers, where you need a lot of experience. And this is also the reason why PSI is more an engineering company than a company which employs computer scientists. We have, of course, both, but engineers with vertical knowledge play a big role in our workforce. We are right in the process of changing our reporting structure. In the past, we reported in 2 segments. One was named energy management with the energy-related activities. The other one was production management, where we combined the activities for process industries, metals production, discrete manufacturing, and logistics. Starting this year, we will report in a vertical market-oriented structure with the business units grid and energy management, process industries, including metals production, discrete manufacturing, and logistics, and the 5th business unit, the mobility. As I already explained, we are right now in the closing process of selling this business. So in the future, you will see 4 vertical business units from PSI and more transparency on the development of the verticals. The word on our customers. You see here a lot of logos which show you that we have really the who is who in our selected vertical markets on our customer list, like the large grid operators in Germany, E.ON, also international operators in the steel industry, the leading companies in the world like Nucor or US Steel in the US, the big European players as well. And also on the automotive side, the well-known OEMs and a lot of well-known automotive parts suppliers. So we are really strong in our niche markets. Our regional footprint depends a bit on the vertical. You see on the left side the split, and you can see that globally, grid and energy management represented almost 50% of our business. And then metals process industries, almost 25% of our business. And the other activities share the remaining part. And if you look at the international regions, you see that in the Americas, we are very strong with our process industries and metals activity. In Germany, the split between the business units is almost like the global split. In Europe, Middle East, Africa, without the German activity, we have more than 50% in energy, almost 1/4 like globally in process industries and metals, and also activities in logistics and discrete manufacturing. In logistics, we are very strong, especially in Eastern European fast-growing countries. And our customers there are large retail groups, logistics service providers, such companies. In Asia Pacific, we are mainly active with our energy activities and also have some large customers in metals production, like Nippon Steel in Japan, or like the large Indian or Australian steelmaking companies. Coming to our financial performance, our financial situation, we had 3 quite difficult years in a row. In 2022, with the start of the war on Ukraine, we stepped back from our Russian activities, which until the beginning of 2022 were quite strong and very profitable. So that really had an impact on PSI's business and profitability. As mentioned before, we then faced some operational problems in our energy business, which were also related to the war in Ukraine and the rise of the energy prices, which affected our customers. And we had to sort that out and also had a management change and started with the implementation of a new strategy in 2023. And then came 2024. And you might know that PSI was hit by a cyber attack in February of 2024, which took us almost out of the business for a couple of months and also had a financial impact on the company. We recovered from that. The business normalized more and more in the second half of 2024. And we expect, after some organizational changes and implementation of a new strategy, that from 2025 on, we will show again a top-line growth and a growing profitability as well. And we will, in the course of 2025, come back to normal. Coming to our long-term strategic plan, as you see here, 2024, with the cyber attack and with the implementation of a new organizational structure, a new reporting structure, and the start of transforming PSI into a SaaS and cloud-based software business, coming from a very traditional software business with on-premise installations and traditional license model. We are now changing this, and we are right in the process of moving the first 3 product lines into a cloud-based and SaaS-enabled business model. We see that from 2026 on, we can then execute this new business model with a rising share of highly profitable and recurring revenues from the SaaS, as well as traditionally from maintenance. And from 2028 on, we see ourselves then in the position to scale that business after executing that SaaS and cloud strategy. And this, of course, will lead to higher margins and faster growth and a better ability to build a partner network and to grow more internationally. These are our financial expectations for these 3 waves. You see here the starting point, 2023, with around 270 million euros. In 2024, as already explained, we had a setback as a result of that cyber attack. We were partly not able to execute, which meant that we moved parts of our sales revenues into 2025. So we see a strong catch-up effect this year. By the way, we didn't lose a single customer as a result of the cyber attack, which is very positive, and we still have a very strong order book, a strong order backlog. And that's why we are so confident that we are back on track and will deliver by far better numbers this year, and then fast growing top line as well as profitability. Our expectation for 2028 is that we want to be above 400 million euros of sales, and we expect an EBIT margin somewhere around 15% by 2028. And this is mainly a result of the changing revenue mix with more recurring profitable revenues from SaaS and cloud-based business. Thank you very much for your interest in PSI, and feel free to contact me if you have further questions.
Disclaimer. As described in the legal section on our website, seat11a.com, this publication is for informational purposes only. This means it is not intended to provide you with any investment advice. Any opinion or recommendation expressed by the companies is neither given nor supported by us and should not be considered investment advice from our side. Also, remember that any opinion or recommendation expressed is subject to change without further notice. The content is obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but we do not guarantee its accuracy, completeness, or timeliness. Seat11a.com and its employees disclaim all liability for any loss that may arise in any form from any use of the information in the video, audio, and on our website. We neither express any opinion on the future value of any security or other investment vehicle, nor recommend any investment based on the information provided. Please consider the publications and our website as a platform for companies to present themselves. You need to seek financial advice from an expert regarding the accuracy and appropriateness of the material presented or recommended by the companies in the publication. As we are just considered a publisher, we may hold and trade securities in the presenting company, whether it is a listed or private company. By consuming our content, you agree to these terms and the terms in our legal section on our website.